My name's Tricia P, and I had a project looking at how to engage families more in fitness. And so my project was titled Family Fitness Adventures. And I really wanted to look at what the barriers were in our community to involve specifically families or moms in fitness, and just encourage them to plan, to prioritize their own fitness, and to partner with others to improve their fitness and just engagement. Because I really feel that there are so many great mental health benefits to engaging in fitness and partnering with others, and that it has lasting impact on the family. When mom is exercising and feeling healthier, the family eats better and is active together, and they're just spending time together and building relationships. And then also building relationships with other moms or other families too is really important. One way that I've had an impact as a parent leader on my community is just encouraging others around me to pause, to ask for feedback from parents and from families, recognizing they have important information to share, and we often don't listen, and we don't always engage with them in ways that will encourage them to participate in authentic ways. And making sure that we respect their opinion, that we are including them in decision making, and making sure that we're asking questions that are relatable and are authentic, that we're using their feedback in important ways, and we're allowing their feedback to change what we do, and that we're not just making a show of asking for their feedback and not doing anything with it, but really making change. And I feel like allowing there to be some accountability in our community for how we treat our families and how we engage them. One important skill that I learned in COPLTI to support making change in my community is perspective taking. Just understanding that we really need to pause and understand the problem or the challenge that our community faces, and thinking through the perspective from other points of view. So we need to understand the problem or concern in ways that we don't see it. And so we really have to take time and get multiple perspectives. We need to think through how to reflect and ask questions to understand a challenge deeper. So I think all of those skills, just putting aside our own bias and really hear people more, and going deeper and just showing that we authentically care about them, really can be meaningful along the way. I think in terms of the knowledge that I've gained from COPLTI to help me make community change would be looking at data. And I feel like data is maybe a challenging area, but it's so important because it's really the concrete items that we have to share with people who are making decisions. And it's also the concrete areas where we can understand a problem even more. So I think the knowledge of understanding how to collect data, asking questions that are the right questions, creating surveys are really important, but also making sure that we are hearing from many people to understand a problem better. And then also collecting data and analyzing it to see if we really are addressing the problem. So if we're working towards community change, we have to show that we're making an impact, and data can really help us demonstrate that we have made an impact on the concern that we had or the challenge that we were facing. COPLTI has equipped me to address inequities in the community by addressing who is not at the table. When decision making is happening, especially in a school district or in a community, recognizing that not all voices are at the table, and reflecting back to those in leadership or in the decision-making process, reflecting with them to better understand how we could work to have a more diverse voice at the table. And maybe that includes offering questions or workshops or feedback sessions in multiple languages. I've pushed to make sure that meetings are held at different times and in different ways. With my own school district, when we were working towards developing a plan for our facility master plan going forward, our 20-year facility plan for the school district, we recognized pretty quickly that having meetings only at 6 p.m. is not going to work for all families. And so they did follow through and offered some daytime meetings as well. They offered translation services because of how we pushed back to make sure that we were representing voices from across our community. And so we really needed to have those accommodations of time, accommodations for language, accessibility, so that many parents could be involved. If you're on the fence at all about connecting with PLTI and doing the course, I would just say it's an opportunity to have support to bring about change in your community. And we often have ideas, we see problems and we want to bring change, and maybe we bring it up to one organization or another, but it just stalls out. And this is a way that we really can have support, encouragement, and collaboration. And I really appreciated having the mentoring. So from our facilitators and also our community mentors that participated as well. That is so valuable to help you understand a problem better. It's valuable to have accountability, to follow through on what you need to, and the connections that you can make to bring about change is really, really important. And so that there's nothing better than having the support around you to help you towards whatever you're passionate about and bringing change in that area. Even through the pandemic and being able to have a chance today to connect with my COPLTI family, some other parents who are involved, it's just great that we really can pick up where we left off, that we can share ideas, and it really is inspiring to get back to where we were. I think many of us who graduated right at the beginning of the pandemic, we had to put our projects on pause. But just coming back together and collaborating is so important to keep that work going and to bring forth more creativity that maybe we just haven't been engaged with it as much. And I think it's really encouraging to see our kids get involved with civic change and civic engagement too. And it makes me just thrilled for a brighter future with the change that our kids can make too. And I appreciate having the opportunity to learn these things and to bring other families through these skills and learning that they can engage in as well. I'm Tricia P, and I'm a parent leader.